few minutes. Yeah, is it okay right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you see me clearly?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, okay.
And it says already Rishabh is recording the call.
Yes, 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 yes. We can wait for a few minutes, take few seconds, and after that we can just. So I have only the two questions, okay, which I am gonna ask you. That is, as you said, about productivity and about time management, okay. So I will
Yeah,
be asking you two questions. So we will not take a lot of time. Okay, we will like 10, 15 minutes, okay. As you like, as you can explain things. Yes.
no problem. Yeah,
Okay, fine. So can I start?
go ahead.
Yes. Hello everyone, this is me Rishabh. So today we have Mr. Naveed. Like I am right, what is your name? Can you pronounce it again? I forgot like something.
Naveen
Naveed.
Samala. Naveen Samala.
Naveen.
Yeah, Naveen Samala.
Okay, only I can say Naveen. I think second is
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
okay, okay, okay. Hello everyone, welcome to our new podcast. So we have Mr. Naveen. And so today we're gonna talk about productivity and time management. As you know, productivity and time management is one of the biggest topic. Okay, and it is a problem of a lot of people, might be students, might be what business for everyone, because they are unable to manage their time or they are not that much productivity in their work. Hello, Mr. Naveen, how are you? Naveen.
I'm I'm doing very well, Rishabh. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. So, please, can you little bit introduce about yourself? Can you tell something about yourself so that our audience can know you?
Sure. So,
Mhm.
hi everyone. This is Naveen Samala, and I'm based out of Hyderabad. And I'm currently working as a digital transformation leader with a connected commerce company based out of Hyderabad, where I'm responsible for driving efficiency and effectiveness across the organization. So, this productivity and time management are something very crucial for my role, wherein I inspire people by teaching them how to be more productive and be effective. And in addition to that, I also host a podcast by myself along with my other colleague. And the podcast name is The Guiding Voice. It is available on all the podcast platforms, and wherein we launch two episodes every week. One on Tuesdays, which is related to soft skills, personality development related, and self help. And Thursdays are more called as technical Thursdays. They're more of the technical stuff and something which is going to help the entrepreneurs. So, given a chance, tune in and try to learn some things over there. This is pretty
Okay,
much
thank you.
about me. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for giving your lovely introduction. So, Mr. Naveen, we can start with our first question, okay? As we are our topic for today is productivity and time management. So let us start with productivity. I see lot of my this happen with mostly with students. Okay, those who are studying. Okay, they are not able to become that much productivity, like that much productive in their studies. Or this happened to the job people also. Those who are doing job, they are also not very productive, and for the business also same thing with every person. I see, because I keep on talking with people, they have mostly the problem that they are unable to manage their time and they are not productive. So can you tell me that how any person can be more productive than usual what he is?
so first thing is we have to start observing our time and be
Okay,
cautious about where we are spending majority of our time. So
okay,
for that to happen, each one of us should start noting down at the end of every day how much time did I spend studying, how much time did I spend on Instagram, how much time
uh,
I spent on YouTube, how much time I spent on OTT, and how much time I spent on attending a webinar, so on and so forth. Because many a times what happens is people are spending a lot of time on unwanted things, okay, which are critical and important for them, but they overlook saying that let me do it later. let me do it later, right? We should never be postponing things, okay, for the short term benefits or for the short term happiness. Always have a better plan and make best utilization of your time. And one can be productive by planning their time very, very effectively. And how can you plan your time effectively? Is to break the time into some chunks. Let's assume everybody needs 6 to 8 hours of sleep, right? Apart from sleep time, maybe you might be spending about 10 to 12 hours of active time, right? And wherein you can indulge yourself in various activities. So make the best utilization of that 10 to 12 hours. Maybe come up with a plan saying that, okay, if you are going to a college or attending classes, about 6 hours goes there, and you are left with remaining 6 hours. And remaining 6 hours, you can plan effectively. Probably 1.5 hours you dedicate for revising what you have learned, and maybe 1 hour for surfing on the internet or chatting with friends and all, and maybe 1 hour for learning something beyond your studies, right? And maybe 1 hour for your regular household chores and all, right? Likewise, if you come up with this kind of stringent planning and if you stick to the deadline or timeline, you will be productive.
Okay.
Because many a times people have the habit of procrastination. Okay, that is a very
Exactly.
difficult task, and I have 10
Uh,
tasks to do, and they try to do the
uh,
easiest one first. But in my
exactly.
opinion, you should do the most difficult one first. There
Okay.
is a saying, eat the frog, right? Eat the frog
Mm.
first, which is nothing but
Uh,
doing the most difficult one. Because once you do the
uh,
most difficult one, which especially has dependency with others and all, then it will
uh,
remove a lot of stress, okay, which
uh,
creeps into your mind and all, and that way
exactly.
you can plan things very, very effectively. So
Exactly.
first of all, understand what is being done as part of your daily routine, and second one,
Okay.
make time for everything what you want to achieve and stick to that particular
Okay.
timeline. And if
Okay.
you have any challenges, probably you can tell to your siblings or your peers, saying that from today
Uh,
onwards I'm going to be productive, and in case if I'm
uh,
not productive, you can penalize me. I have to give you a treat
uh,
after 10 days, taking you
uh,
to Pizza Hut or something. That's how you are making
okay.
yourself accountable, right?
Punishing yourself. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly. And at the same time, you also reward yourself. Let's assume you
uh,
have followed the routine for 10 days. 11th day,
uh,
you can probably binge watch on a web series or maybe do something what you really love to do or go to a movie, whatever you want to do, right?
uh,
Likewise, both you have to follow this carrot and stick. Carrot in case
uh,
if you are following your regime, and stick in case if you
uh,
are not following your regime, right? Which means you are bound to spend some money to your friends or whoever is monitoring you. Okay.
okay. Mm,
So these are certain tips which I would like to share, and because
okay.
these things have worked really well. And one other aspect which I would like to share, again, all the top tips that I'm sharing, they hit both productivity as well as time management also.
Uh,
Many a times, people, let's assume you have a task at hand and there
okay.
are 10 days to do,
Uh,
right?
mm,
Don't wait
mm,
till seventh day or eighth day or ninth day.
uh,
Okay, as long as you have a task at hand, do it now. Do
exactly.
it as soon as you can, because
Mm,
you never know, something else might come in between these
mm,
10 days and you'll run
exactly.
into a pressure and you'll not be productive, right?
Uh, so
Think,
like what was happening, like this thing was happening in my examination. Like when I was having an examination and in between there was a holiday, like might be 2 or 3 days. So what I was doing, I was thinking, okay, I will study at the end. Like teachers might be thinking, okay, that they have 2 to 3 days, they will study more and more. So what we were doing, we were studying one day before the examination. 2 days we were not studying. So this is the thing, okay, as you have said, okay, it has you have said the right thing. Yes, you can continue.
yeah, exactly. Even during my schooling also, I used to face similar thing, like when you have this 2 days or 3 days gap in between, right? I used to make a point that you study the first day, enjoy the second day, and third day
Uh,
again you get back to study, because by that time you will clear that mental tension or the
exactly.
stress Because the moment somebody is stressed out, right, they will become unproductive, and
Uh,
they will be baffled to do what next, and they'll not be able to execute things effectively. So always try to complete the things as soon as you can. Don't wait till the last minute, because
mm,
I'm sure
right,
in many cases you'll come across many new tasks which will fill up your plate. assume
exactly.
assume you have a task at hand and you still have 10 days to go, but you have already completed today. It will not be
Uh,
running in the back of your mind, and you'll always be
yes.
happy. And even if something new comes, you'll be easily jumping onto it and taking it forward from there, right?
Exactly. Uh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, like you have explained the things very well. Okay, how to be more productive and according to yours. Okay, that we should divide our task. Okay, into some chunks so it will be easy. And also we want to say that we should make the to-do list. Okay, that we should divide the work. Okay, that what is more important. And third thing is that we should do first difficult thing. Even what
Correct.
I do, for example, even I make to-do list. So what I do first, I do some easiest task. Okay, what I can do. After that, I do some difficult task. So as you said that we should first do the difficult task. After that, we can come to the easy task. Okay, that was the most important point. Okay, that I have done today. That we should first go for difficult, and everyone do the same thing. For example, in a student life, okay, if they're a student, so first what they do, they study first easiest subject or the easiest chapter. After that, they go to difficult chapter, and at the end, they have a lot of pressure and they leave that. Same thing I was doing when I was studying and all. Even right now, I study. So what I do when I have to complete a lot of chapter, I focus on easiest chapter, what I can complete very easily. After that, I jump to difficult chapter. At the end of the day, okay, neither I can complete that difficult chapter, okay, and I am stuck. So I will definitely try to focus what you have said. At first, try to do the difficult things, okay, in your day or in your life or whatever priorities you have in a day. After that, go for the easy one. That will definitely help you to be more productive. Yeah, thank you so much. You have explained the things in a good way. Yeah.
And I have one more tip, especially when you are studying for
Mhm.
or preparing for your exams, right?
Okay.
Again, don't go for the last day batting. I think in the engineering colleges and all, you say, I did this one day batting and I hit century and all. See, these are all certain fancy terms coined by people saying that I want to do this one day batting, but that is not a good practice at all. Because even when I was studying my engineering and all, I used to make sure that I study minimum 1 hour a day, right?
Okay.
And whenever I find time, I used to study 1 hour a day, and that because of which I was able to score very well. And right now I'm in a very good position and all, right? So
Okay.
similarly, when you're studying, let's assume you have 3 hours of time. Don't
Okay.
stick to the same subject. Okay,
Mhm.
first 30 minutes you study one subject, and then you shift to another subject. Likewise, you do that on rotation basis. That way, you will
Mhm.
not find anything as easy or difficult. Everything will
Okay.
be constant, and you're trying to balance all the subjects also, right?
Uh,
So keep that thing also on your mind. It worked
yeah.
really well for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Like you have shared like some of the productive tips to how to become more productive. Yeah. And second topic is our like as we thought that how to be more like how to utilize our time or how to manage our time. Because productivity and time management both are interrelated. Okay. If we are more productive, we can manage our time. If we can't manage our time, we will be not productive. Both are interrelated to each other. And mostly I see student, okay, they face a lot of difficulties in time management because they have to study. Even like I was having a lot of problem in management because I have to study, I have to do different kind of works, I have to do YouTubes and all. Even I have to play, even I have to watch some YouTube videos. So it was very difficult for me to manage my time. But gradually I got the habit to manage my time. But still there is a confusion in a lot of people nowadays that how they can manage their time. Even students and even people those who are doing their job, okay, they're into their job, they can't give time to their family or to their health or something like that. And even in the businessman also they have the same problem. So can you tell me some of the good tips or some of the suggestions that how you manage your time in a very effective way?
See, first of all, I have a limit on my sleep. Like it should not be more than 6 to 8 hours. And at
Okay.
times I sleep 6 hours only. At times I sleep only 4 hours. But I try to maintain
Mhm.
that particular balance because I work on the computer, right? It's a lot of screen time. And in case if I cannot manage that 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I get this
Uh,
burning sensation and all. So because of which it is become a mandate. But one thing that worked really well for me is I stick to the agenda. Like I go by everything by the calendar, even my personal stuff or the official stuff. When I say personal stuff, podcasting is something which I'm doing out of my passion. And in addition to that, I help people on mock interviews, career guidance, and all. If somebody calls me, I give them a time and I ask them, hey, block my calendar so that I don't get overbooked and all. Right. And we should respect others' time. For example,
Exactly.
if you are blocking my calendar, right, I should join on time. That's why you might have noticed I was there at 12 o'clock sharp. Right. Similarly, if
Exactly.
you are seeking somebody's appointment, try to make sure you show up before them. That way they will understand, okay, this guy is very punctual and disciplined. And they will understand that you value time and they value your time. Because many
Exactly.
times what happens is people don't stick to the schedule.
Mm,
And because of which what happens, everybody takes it very lightly. But
mm,
if you demonstrate that you are serious about time, then they will
okay.
understand and they will respect your time as well, right?
Uh,
So
mm,
whatever you plan, have, for example, I walk out every day. Like if I have to travel to a different city or different town, either on personal basis or professional basis, right? I need at least 1.5 hours of time to get
okay.
myself ready, including my
Mm,
workout, including taking bath and everything. So for that, what I
mm,
do, if I have to go to a place by 10 o'clock, that's the appointment. But I
mm,
try to reach there by 9:55. So for that, I
okay.
do this backward planning. If I have to reach there
Mm,
by 9:55, I have to start from my home by minimum 8:30, which
mm,
means I have to finish my breakfast by 8:20 because so
mm,
that I can wear my shoes, get into my car and all. And to
mm,
finish my breakfast at 8:20, I have to wake
okay.
up minimum at 6:45 so that I
Okay.
can complete my workout and then get ready myself and sit for breakfast and all. So
Exactly.
likewise, do this forward and backward planning. For some
Mm,
people, forward planning works, which means from the current to future. But in my case, I normally go by the backward planning, which means if I have a schedule, okay, which is coming up in future, I need
okay.
to plan backwards. Let's assume even if it is a project
Mm,
has to be completed in September. Then I will see by this time you should be done with the development. You should be done with UAT. Likewise, I'll come up with the milestones and I'll share with my team, right?
exactly.
And then you have to stick to the schedule. Not only planning the milestone, you have to stick to the schedule. And at
Mm,
times, what happens is if you are missing one deadline or two deadlines,
mm,
okay, one deadline or two deadlines, what happens? People will take it lightly. No,
exactly.
try to cover that in your third one so that
Mm,
this missed deadline will not have a cascading or ripple effect on
mm,
rest of the deadlines, right?
exactly.
Then you will not run into pressures. Be it
Mm,
if you are a student working on multiple subjects preparation, or be it you are a professional working on multiple projects,
mm,
right? So backward planning and respecting your own time, respecting others' time, sticking
mm,
to the time, those are very, very essential because people can buy literally anything on the earth,
mm,
but they cannot buy
exactly.
time, right? And
Mm,
everybody has 24 hours. Why are some
mm,
people very productive and others are not so productive?
exactly.
And one other tip which I would also like to share.
Mm,
Many times people digress. Okay, if I'm reading something, suddenly my friend calls me.
mm,
What happens is I simply start talking and close my book and I go to terrace and my
exactly.
attention levels are completely gone. You should be
Mm,
mindful when somebody is interrupting you. Better
mm,
better avoid that particular thing. Saying that,
mm,
hey, I will be busy from 8 to 10. If somebody
exactly.
calls, text them. I'll call you
Uh,
after 10 p.m. so that you are setting the expectations. In
exactly.
my
Exactly.
case, everybody, my friends, my extended family, everybody knows that they should not call me before 10 a.m. because that's purely my personal time. Like if I wake up at 8 o'clock, 8 to 10 is my time, wherein I work out, I do my daily routine and all, and nobody calls. And they understand even if this guy if you call him, he will not pick and all. And
Okay.
one thing what I do is I immediately give a call back if I'm not able to take the call. That way, what happens? You are being accountable for yourself and you are demonstrating that particular discipline, right?
Mm,
Likewise, and make it aware. Like don't try to please everybody. That is also one other important thing.
Uh,
Okay, don't try to please everybody and
uh,
try to say no, because if you want to say yes to everything, right, you need more time. and
exactly.
and plan things well ahead in advance. Okay, don't
Exactly.
try to entertain last minute things and all. Okay,
Pre-plan.
be planned. Do this
Uh,
pre-planning 1 to 2 weeks in advance. Be
okay.
organized.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, like you have said some good points. Okay, how to manage that, like our time in a very effective way. And I think some more point can be included, like if because before I was getting up late in the morning. Okay, so I was unable to because when I was living out, okay, when I was living in a hostel, so what was I was getting up late in the morning. So it was very difficult for me to manage my time. But nowadays, okay, from when I have started getting up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So from that instant, I can manage my time very easily because I get some few like more hours extra time so that I can manage my time and I get more time. So this was also
Ex-
my one of the practical ways. Okay, as you have said, okay, whatever things you have said, okay, that is completely good and completely all right. Okay, some of the things I am also following. And one more thing, okay, that I want to include that getting up early in the morning, like it has really helped me, okay, to manage my time because I get few more extra amount of time. And also you
yeah,
have said that, and also you have said that we should fix our time, sleeping time. I see people they don't care, they sleep 8 hour, 9 hour or something. Okay, they don't have a timetable to sleep or something like that. And you have told very right thing that we should fix our time that we can sleep 6 hours or 8 hours or 10, like as per your okay, as per your age or as per like how you are. Exactly. So thank you so much for explaining. If you have some more points, you can share regarding time management.
yeah. In addition to that, also plan the me time. When I say me time, the things that you love to do, because
Okay.
if you are too much studying 6 days a week or 7 days a week,
Yes.
okay, get a break for yourself, at least for a couple of hours and all. Right? That way, what happens is your mind will be rejuvenated. And most importantly, as I mentioned, this fitness regime, right? It is going to immensely help you, because if you are physically fit, you'll become mentally fit. You'll be able to have good concentration levels,
Mm,
and your body also works very well and it responds you properly, and it will improve your endurance levels as well, right?
okay, got
So take these things also into consideration and pay attention to the time killers. Okay, unknowingly we will get into this trap,
exactly, exactly. And
especially these days because of these OTT platforms and all. You
social
wanted to
media.
watch one web series, and
Uh,
episode 1, I want to see what is happening in episode 2, you end up binge watching.
exactly,
Be
exactly.
strict to yourself, observe as if somebody is watching you from top. Okay, and get
Yeah.
back to your work. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. And like one more thing I want to include that like few months ago, like 2 3 months ago, I blocked my all the notification of my phone. That was also very much useful because I was having WhatsApp group and all. Always I used to get notification from Instagram, from YouTube, like lot of like I was having, and I was always getting notification, and I was always like, okay, I thought, okay, let me check for 1 minute what is the message. And after that, it was 1 2 hour I was on the social media and all. So one of the most important thing, okay, that I also want to include that off your all the notifications. Like if you
Yeah,
have some on your email notification, something only few apps which are very very important, you can on their notification. Otherwise, Instagram and all. If you have a lot of YouTube, especially YouTube, because there is a lot of YouTubers, they will share the videos and all. So off all the app notifications. Especially I have done my all app notification is off except email and message, so that I am if I am doing something, okay, and nobody will message me. If anybody will message me, I will not get the notification. What was happening before I was studying? Okay, then I got the notification from YouTube that this person have uploaded the video. I thought, okay, then let's see one video. After that, I was like I was watching one video. It took me second, third, fourth, fifth. I wasted my 1 or 2 hours. So it is also very useful tip. Okay, as you have said, as also you have said that we should do pre-planning and all. Okay, I think we should include these tips also in time management. Mhm.
yeah. And you brought a very valid point. In fact, there is a book written on that, No Rings and No Dings. Okay, related to
Okay.
the media, social media app notifications and all. Yeah, that's a very good tip actually. Disabling the notifications. And in addition to that, as I mentioned earlier, right? Do not exceed more than 30 minutes or 1 hour designated time on all the social media platforms. And there are certain apps that are available which will monitor your usage, and they will disable that particular app automatically after 30 minutes of usage. It will give you a notification saying that you are already done 29 minutes and all. Right. So try to be strict for yourself, because at the end of the day, each one of us has only 24 hours, but we have a lot to achieve, right? And it's all about managing self, okay, managing the time effectively so that you can do more with less. Always, and at times, one other thing what I can also think of, this is a tip for professionals and all, especially somebody at a senior level and all. You should not be trying to do everything by yourself. Okay, try to inculcate the culture of delegating and all, right? You have to develop your team members in such a way that they can handle certain tasks, and also that you can focus more on the strategic stuff and all. And at times, if you are a business person, don't try to do everything by yourself. Try to outsource some of the stuff, okay, which can be done with some minimal spend and all, right? That way you can focus on something important. So don't try to do everything by yourself. Find out opportunities for delegation, find out opportunities for uh, outsourcing, find out opportunities for finding a smart way of doing things also, right? These days there are a lot of options that are available on the internet, lot of apps, okay, which will help us in maintaining our productivity and all. But just to conclude, having a to-do list, okay, for the next day, prepare a to-do list for the next day, today, before you go to bed, and take a look at that in the morning and strike off each and everything that you are able to do that particular day. And in case if you're not able to do something, cascade them to next day, but don't take it to the third day. Never ever take a particular pending item to the third day, because the moment you take it to third day, you'll get into the trap of procrastination and all, and you will lose a lot of time and end up again getting stressed and all. So these are certain tips. And if you'd like to listen more, of if you'd like to uh, if you'd like to talk, if you like me to talk any more topics and all, feel free to reach out to me. We can do more episodes in future as well.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, definitely we'll do. Okay. Thank you, Naveen, for giving your time and all. Okay, it was a very fantastic podcast, and you have shared your valuable opinion, okay, your personal opinion also, that how you become more productive, how you manage your time. Okay, as well as it was very good. Okay, all around it was very good. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, and giving your valuable time and valuable content to our listener. Hope they have learned a lot of things about productivity and time management, as it is a problem for everyone of them. Okay, either they are at any position. Thank you so much.
And you are welcome. And an appeal to all your listeners: do check out the Guiding Voice podcast.
Exactly,
Okay, it is
exactly,
available on all the platforms, and you can also search for it on YouTube. It is the
exactly.
Guiding Voice, and you have a lot of interesting stuff which you can learn. And in case if you are interested in learning more topics, also we'll be able to incorporate new episodes as per the need basis. And thanks again, Rishabh. You're doing a great job at this young age, and definitely I'm sure you will reach greater position in future.
Yes,
So wishing you all the very best, and keep inspiring rest of the folks across the world.
yes. Thank you, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Yes.